What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mix Tip Friday. This is the first one of these videos that I'm about to make, where I'm gonna be releasing one video every Friday, where I just show you a little tip or trick or something that I've learned or something that I use all the time or something I feel like could be valuable to you, and things that are usually very easy to do. Sometimes I might do something, weird or something that's a little bit more advanced, but this is just an outlet for me to show you some cool tricks that you can implement or try out for yourself and see if you like them. So yeah, in this first one, we're basically going to learn a very easy but very cool thing you can do to vocals. If you have a vocal part where you feel the vocal is a bit naked or it needs something and there's no layers to it and you just feel like, I wish there was something there, to kind of make the vocal stand out a little bit, maybe sound a little bit unique, then this could be a nice trick for you. This doesn't work, obviously it might not work for any genre or any type of production, but why not experiment? Personally, I don't care about genre or which production it is, as long as the artist or me, or as long as someone is fine with it, or everyone is fine with it, then I'm gonna try it. And I always like to try things and send them to my clients and then have them say no or yes, because then they've heard it and they know what it was. So I don't just do things and leave them in there. Okay. Enough rambling. Let's check out what we're gonna achieve.
There's no point to wonder what could have been. Set your eyes on the path that you're walking. What you want most in this life, it's a part of who you are.
So as you can tell, the vocal is not completely like natural sounding. I'm gonna show you, this is the vocal without the effect.
There's no point to wonder what could have been. Set your eyes on the path that you're walking.
And this is the effect that's layered with the vocal.
There's no point to wonder what could have been. Set your eyes on the path that you're walking. What you want most in this life.
And together, blended, they kind of create this cohesive vocal sound that's a little bit unique. So I'm going to show you here how I did it, and then I'm going to show you a way you can do it if you don't have the plugin that I used for this. So I use a plugin called Little Altar Boy. It's by Sound Toys. You can see right here, Sound Toys. And this plugin is great for this type of stuff. So let's just listen to what it can do. So natural vocal.
There's no point to wonder what could have been. Set your eyes on the path that you're walking. What you want most in life.
And you can make cool stuff like.
What could have been. Set your eyes on the path that you're walking. What you want most in this life.
So yeah, enough playing, but basically this one is what I used to shift the formant of the vocal. And what the formant is, it's basically the timbre, or like the the sound quality of the vocal. It can make a voice sound deep or very like light, bright, or high-pitched kind of. And what's cool about formant changing is that it doesn't technically change the pitch. So if you sing a C3 note, like a C note, and you shift the formant to make it sound, let's say, darker, the note will still be a C or a C3. It just changed the quality of the voice to make it sound darker. So it's not like pitch shifting something to make that sound darker. It's a whole different process and a whole different algorithm. Sorry, my voice is still not completely fine. So how can we achieve this without the little Alter Boy plugin? Find a pitch correction plugin in your DAW. This is the stock one for Cubase. It's called Pitch Correct. Very straightforward. And with this one, we have something called Formant right here. And also Preservation. So if this is on, essentially what it will do is try, if I pitch the vocal up and down, like I would normally pitch a vocal, then it's going to try to keep the formant the same as it was. So it's going to try to keep that natural timbre to the voice. And if I take the preservation off, then we can shift the formant.
There's no point to wonder what could have been. Set your eyes on the path that you're walking. What you want most in.
Now, this plugin is not as good as Little Alter Boy in my opinion, but you can definitely get very close results. As you could hear, it's not terribly off. And then basically what I do, if I use this one, since Little Alter Boy has this drive knob right here, which gives a little bit of saturation or distortion to the vocal, which helps make it cut through the mix a little bit better, and it makes it sound a bit more upfront and a bit more interesting as well. And then what I could do is just add like a distortion plugin, like either a saturation plugin, like Cubase has Magneto, which is a pretty good saturator if you don't have something like FabFilter Saturn. You have QuadraFuzz as well and stuff like that. But there are plenty of free saturation plugins out there. One is called Temper. I haven't tried Temper on vocals actually. Let's see, it might sound freaking awful. So apologies if this sounds horrible. I'll take the drive down a bit.
There's no point to wonder what could have been. Set your eyes on the path that you're walking. What you want most in this life.
Oh no, but you can use Temper. I do have in another video a link to Temper where you can download it for free, but I can include that in the description for this one as well. So basically, when you've set up your formant, you've saturated and made it sound the way you wanted it to. I used the lead vocal track to process this. Then you just kind of you just put the locators for the part that you want to use this effect on, export the vocal track with the effects on it, and import it back into your session, and then you can create another track, and I just called mine VFX Voice, and this is the affected track.
There's no point to wonder what could have been.
So that one sounds exactly like the effect does. And then I remove the effect from the lead vocal track. As you can see, I bypassed Alter Boy here. And then what I do is I just EQ this FX voice track. So I take out some low end, I boost some top end for some fresh brightness and just some presence and stuff. Take out some low mids where I felt that it kind of was fighting with the lead vocal track a little bit. If you are new to EQing, then I will have some EQ videos coming out eventually where I go through in detail how you can approach EQ and how you can figure out what EQ move might be the right one for whatever you're doing. So that one just does this.
There's no point to wonder what could have been. Set your eyes on the path.
So as you can see, I just cleaned up some low end. And then I added a reverb, just a plate reverb. Not too long of a decay time, not too high on the mix either. And then I just filtered the reverb a little bit to clean it up.
There's no point to wonder what could have.
Very slight reverb. It just helps it glue with the mix a little bit better and sit better with the main vocal track. And then I just added a delay that does this.
There's no point to wonder what could have been.
So you hear the repeated delay. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not more difficult than that. And it's a great trick to have up your sleeve. or a great ace to have up your sleeve when you don't know what to do with a vocal part and you want to make it more interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are any questions, leave a comment in the description below, or in the description. Leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you have any requests on these Mixtape Friday videos, if there's like a little trick or something that you've been wondering, how the fuck do people do this, then hit me up, contact me through email or through the comments, and I will definitely write that video idea down, and it'll show up in one of these Mixtape Fridays. Especially, at least if I think the idea you had was good enough. Not trying to judge here, but some people might have very weird ideas that I don't feel like they might not contribute at all. But I think most of you are gonna have some great ideas, so don't worry about that. No ideas are stupid, really. I might just question you, and if I feel like something is a bit out there, and see what maybe you just phrased it wrong, and I can figure out what you were really after. So yeah, on top of that, check the description below for some free stuff that I have. One of them is my free sample FX pack, and the other one is my free bass cab impulse responses pack. Or actually, I'm just going to link to the videos with these links in them, because then you know if they're interesting to you. So yeah. All right, take care. Hope to see you in the next Mixtape Friday, or I'll see you on Monday where I release my next tutorial. Have a great weekend, and tell your friends about this, please. Share. I want more people watching, because I want to learn and I want to teach people, and I want to become a great teacher at this. So that helps me with feedback and stuff. Okay. Once again, goodbye.